What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the garage. And this is sort of I don't even know what to call it. It's like a state of the channel address, if you will. That's what we're going to go with. But I just want to give some insight into kind of where the channel is going to head in 2023 and some of the changes you're going to see. I also have some exciting news, and I hope you guys are excited as I am about it. But the first thing I want to do is just thank everybody who supported this channel by watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and hanging out in the live stream. I really appreciate it. And when I started this channel, I was terrified to be in front of the camera. Now we're doing live streams and all kinds of videos, and I'm super excited about the amount of growth the channel has had, as well as my own personal growth when it comes to content creation and just being in front of a camera and just teaching others and helping others. It's been really great. I also want to thank those people in my real life, if you will, or personal life that have supported this project, especially my fiance Joanna. You guys don't see her in videos, but she is very much a big part of this in the background. She gives me guidance, ideas, helps me get through rough spots that come with content creation, and overall has just been a huge help and a huge part of this. So I appreciate that as well. With that out of the way, the big news is what we're going to start with. The Garage Hobbyist podcast is now live, and that is what you're looking at currently. It is available pretty much anywhere you would want to listen to a podcast. This is the Anchor homepage for the podcast. Anchor is Spotify's hosting platform that I chose to go with in order to host this, and it is available on all the big ones: Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, of course, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Overcast, and Google Podcasts. Those are just the ones that I've manually added it to and made sure that it is there. Any podcasting platform that uses Apple's podcast directory will have it as well. I just haven't gone and manually put it there, so I don't have a direct link. The podcast kind of takes the same vein as the YouTube channel in that it is about home workshops and backyard projects and everything that comes with that. I do hope to eventually get to the point where I can interview people about their projects, because there's a ton of amazing stuff being built out there, and I really want to highlight those projects. So if you've got a project you want to share or be on the podcast and talk about, let me know. Get a hold of me at garagehobbyist@gmail.com, and we can set something up. I would be more than happy to have you on and talk about your project. But here it is on Spotify. Here it is on Apple Podcasts. Those are probably the two main ones you're going to listen to this on. So I will put links to all of this in the description below. I hope you check it out and you enjoy it. I just wanted to do a podcast to give you guys something that you can listen to when you can't watch a video. So if you're, out for your morning jog, which I know nothing about, or you're at the gym or driving to work or working on something in your own shop, you can have something on in the background to listen to and when you need to focus on something else. The podcast and the YouTube channel are two separate things. You don't have to listen to one to listen to the other. I may reference the YouTube channel and the podcast if we're talking about something I've done a video on, but I am not just duplicating content. They're different content. With that being said, I didn't really want to share this yet because it's not where I want it to be, but the Garage Hobbyist website is undergoing a revamp in order to accommodate the podcast. So I've torn everything down and started from scratch, and I've had this website since before the YouTube channel. Actually, the YouTube channel is a result of the website, but here you can find links to the podcast as well as show notes, which is the main reason I'm redoing this. If you click into podcast, you can click into an episode. You'll have the summary, the episode, any links to important information or products I'm talking about in the show that you can review further. Eventually there will be transcripts. I wasn't quite aware of how involved getting transcripts up was going to be, even using an AI program to make them. There's still a lot of editing that needs to be done. So those will come, but the links and stuff will be up as the podcast episodes are posted so that you can reference those. This website's going to change over time. It is nowhere near complete or how I want it exactly. So just be aware it is functional now, but there will be changes going forward. With the podcast and the website out of the way, let's talk about the YouTube channel. I am going to start focusing more on project videos and tool reviews. I'm going to start kind of pulling away from the deal videos as far as long form content goes, and I'm going to probably pull back on the Harbor Freight ad review videos and stuff like that. And the big thing about that is they don't provide any long-term value, because that information is only valid for a very short amount of time. A Harbor Freight ad may only be good for 2 weeks, a week, or sometimes even a weekend, like 3-4 days, and then it's no good anymore. I really want to focus on projects and reviews because that provides long-term value and better entertainment. Not that entertainment's my goal. I want to inform and show people how to do things, but there is something to be said about videos being entertaining to watch as well. So I want to focus on those to provide that long-term value that people can find and, you know, use years down the road instead of just for a week or two. Now, tool deals, I will still post individual deals as shorts when I find something that's worth making a short about, and I will let people know that way. That's a much better way to get those out, because that isn't meant to be a long-term thing. And then in the live streams, if there's something worth talking about as far as deals or ads go, we will do that there. I do want to continue doing the live streams. That's Sunday nights at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It's really fun. It's one of my favorite parts about having this channel, being in there and just interacting with you guys that watch this channel. And we have a lot of good discussions and things going on over there, so check that out if you haven't. Again, that's Sundays at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So because I'm going to be doing more project videos, you're going to start to see other things besides metalworking be incorporated into them. So you may see some basic woodworking stuff, or maybe some electrical stuff that is going into these projects we're going to start covering and doing videos on. I'm not abandoning welding or metalworking. It's just in order to get some projects done, I have to incorporate other techniques and things like that to get them done. In addition to more project and review videos, I really want to up the quality, the production quality of the content. So for example, this microphone I've invested in for the podcast, as well as like voiceovers and live streams and stuff. It just works better and sounds better in my space. I also want to get better at editing videos, and you're going to start noticing I'm shooting some footage in different ways, maybe doing more voiceovers as opposed to talking while I'm doing something, because it's clearer and sounds better, and I can focus on what I'm doing at the time versus trying to talk and do it, which can get a little messy sometimes. But I just want you guys to be aware of that, and you'll notice those changes going forward. But overall, the content of the channel as far as projects, tools, and, you know, welding and stuff is all going to still be here, just slightly different. And I hope it is really a big improvement for everybody. But that's about all I've got for this video. I hope you guys are as excited as I am about where this channel is going to go, the podcast, and everything that's going to come with that. And I look forward to some huge growth in 2023 for the Garage Hobbyist umbrella, I guess you would call it, now that there's more than one thing. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate everybody's support, and we will see you next time.